And then I want to cross over instead of directly going up to the northeast to Yellowstone. I want to go further east into Grand Teton National Park, which is like a postcard motive, and from there go up north to enter Yellowstone National Park.
At the end of the last episode, I had reached Jackson. Here I found out that the town is infamous for its extreme housing costs. They say that this is because of all the billionaires who come here to their vacation residences when they need a quiet place to figure out what is best for mankind. I got the cheapest room available for $400. I did not want to pay that twice, so I cancelled my plan 0 with tears in my eyes. At least I was able to get a new sleeping pad.
Well, this is the problem with the thermarest. The thermarest also has the problem that it tends to get holes here at the valve. I fixed that, but my last one had exactly the same 2 issues. So I thought it is time to try a different. So this is the new one. The valve is a simpler construction, but I think that's actually good. We will see if this will hold up longer than the thermarest.
With all the chores done, it was once more time to take a look at the map. My days in Wyoming seemed to be numbered, and Idaho and Montana were getting close. My plans for the next days were to hike along the western border of the popular Grand Teton National Park and reach a little place called Flag Ranch, where I could get some basic resupplies. After that, I would be knocking on the gates of the even more famous Yellowstone National Park and finally get back on the CDT at Hard Lake. Further resupplies were available at Old Faithfull village, after which I would hike for a few miles through Idaho and into Montana, towards the town of West Yellowstone.
crooked little town. They were lost and never found. Fallen leaves, fallen leaves, fallen leaves on the ground. In a crooked little town, they were lost and never found. Fallen leaves, fallen leaves, fallen leaves on the ground. Run away before you drown. All the streets will beat you down. Fallen leaves, fallen leaves, fallen leaves on the ground. Run away before you drown. Fallen leaves, fallen leaves, fallen leaves on the ground. Run away before you drown. Fallen leaves, fallen leaves, fallen leaves on the ground.
I reached Lake Solitude, busiest place in the Tetons. So this is where the real challenge, or the biggest challenge, starts. And this is getting up here. I'm thinking, well, we have to go over this hill. I made it up to this little river valley. Should be easier from here. It was steep but not too scary.
I'm lonesome but happy, rich but I'm broke, and the good Lord knows the reason. I'm just a cowpoke from Cheyenne to Douglas. The ranges I know, 'cause I drift with the wind. No one cares where I go. I ain't got a dime in these old worn out jeans, so I'll stop eating steak and I'll go back to beans. I'll pick up a 10 spot in Prescott, I know, riding the broncs in the big rodeo. Some evening in the springtime, a filly all fine, I might spend all summer with her on my mind. But I'll never be branded and never be broke. I'm a carefree range riding, drifting cowpoke.
Keep coming across these old shit heaps. I think it's bear shit. Maybe a guy who ate a lot of berries, but it's old. But there's a lot of them on the trail, so I think I'm getting into bear country now. Up in the mountains I didn't see a lot of shit or tracks. Where am I exactly? I'm afraid I cannot tell you that. if I don't want to incriminate myself. Some will say frying a can of Spam in grizzly country is not a smart idea. Never said I'm smart, right? When do you head out?
When my shit's charged. I'm just
Okay.
charge up and then go to hour before I get to anything else. Got about 3 days worth of food.
Yeah, but that should be enough to reach Faithfull village, and then yeah.
That's what I'm hoping.
Well, that was Flag Ranch. I got me 2 beers. Man, I'm going to get shit-faced. And it was pretty nice to meet another CDT hiker, String, whom I met at the Eco Lodge in Rawlins. He said that Airplane is also still around. I met Airplane at the Gila River, and I think at the Toaster House in Python. So seeing him again would be fun.
I may have gone a bit tipsy there, but for the sake of providing you with a full documentation, I could not cut the following embarrassing scenes from the video.
Okay, that's Yellowstone. Welcome to Yellowstone, people. Well, take a look at the right part. I have to put in a little cartoony. Snake River fording, man. For $20, they could have built me a nice concrete bridge. I think after this, maybe I should break out my second beer. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. It's been a great trip, despite all the time pressure and all that shit. I mean, hiking through the woods here is cool, man. Being drunk with it is even better. Love it.
Mama, take this badge off of me. I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. I feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. I can't shoot them anymore. That long black cloud is coming down. I feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door.
Oh, hi.
How are you?
Good, and you?
Big smile on your face. You look
It's a beautiful day. Hi.
Thank you. Have fun.
The view to the south.
I'm hiking the CDT.
Really?
Yeah.
How long have you been out?
Since April 18th.
Really?
Yeah.
By yourself?
Yeah, like you meet other people, so not
Oh, yeah, I
different.
bet.
Oh yeah, one hike.
I think there was 3 people here a few weeks ago. They were hiking the Continental Divide.
Ah, yeah.
And they said they had already gone 2,000 miles and they were going north. They started like April 1st.
Oh yeah.
I
Okay.
didn't know. I knew the Continental Divide crossed down the road 3 times, but they said it comes right through here.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
I don't think I could do that by myself.
Maybe you
You
could.
got your bear spray?
Yeah.
Well, good luck.
Yeah. Thank you. So it looks like people are lining up for the eruption thingy going on. Maybe a bit in the back so I can drink beer or eat my ice cream while waiting. This game is cool. Not wide angle enough here. So when people ask me, hey Professor Gadget, what did you like best about America? I have to say, it's the toilet stalls, man. That place was really classy, man. They had marble walls separating the stalls and really cool old school, like going up from knee high to maybe breast height. I love that you can talk to your neighbor by standing up and look in there. That's so cool. I mean, maybe they should do it Roman style, have no walls at all. I mean, we're so tight in Europe, having like, you can only see your feet and down to the ankle and cannot even look over the door. What's that, man? Why the secrecy, man? How dangerous can it be? But there are a lot of cars around here. I mean, the days are still warm here, but right now, the morning hours, it's pretty fresh already. Squirrels are already throwing down pine cones, probably to stash them for the winter. It feels like we're nearing fall. Somehow I'm like excited to see the seasons change, but the nights will be longer, meaning getting out of bed when it's still pretty cold. Oh, that will require a lot of discipline. It's a cool feeling being in the rear guard here, so feels like you have forces of general winter at your heels and you're fighting a desperate retreating battle towards the Canadian border. There's only a handful left here. I really wish I will see some of the others again, like String or Airplane or Flash. Have a beer with those guys. That would be cool. They're a real guard of the CDT 2025, fighting for their lives. Oh man, a long day, another long day on the CDT. I feel I can say that every single evening. It's always hard. Sometimes I have to think back of the days ago before on the trail, especially days from the start up to maybe Grants or so, where everybody was still together. Kind of miss these buggers. Although I still remember that back then I was, oh man, there's so many people here. I was hoping for a more lonesome experience. Well, I guess I have that now, and now I miss them. Wonder where they all are. Probably will never see them again. That's sad, isn't it? That's part of the trail here.
I was done with Wyoming. With the basin, the winds, Tetons and Yellowstone, it had been the state with the biggest variety of landscapes. But the slow extra days that I had spent on the Wind River High Route had cost me my spot within the hiker bubble, and the trail had become quite lonely. Therefore, I had my mind mostly made up about hiking the Big Sky Cutoff when I walked into West Yellowstone. But that is a story for the next episode.